Oops. Okay. We're going to join the trend. What's up, Shawty? We are going to join this stupid trend they're having with something interesting. So if they're going to do dumb shit, we're going to do interesting shit. Right? And I'm going to let the Christians on here too. The Christians can come on here and ask what they want. Or say what they got to say. Let's at least make this kind of shit interesting, people. Yeah, but this is only day 2, so let's not pay too much attention to them. Well, I just got them done yesterday, so they'll be kind of the wrong color and kind of off for close to a month. Yeah, so that's why I said it. Dude, I wanted to show y'all this until somebody wants to come up. Look, this ring, oh shit. It's the front side of a bug looking at you. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, so it's going to be darker and a little bit wider and chunkier for now. And then after about a month, it'll go back to the looking like the picture that I had posted. Oh, yes, I'm using face stories. Yep. Where's Jada? Jada, where you at? Where's Jada at? Jada, I know you're out there. Where did I... Well, you take a lemon, and then... Oh, there they are. All right, Jada, I'm going to try this invite thing, okay? Let me see how it works. Can you ask what my opinion is? Well, my name is Witchfoot. Okay. Hello, lovely dear.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah, I wanted to test it out.
All right, I'm not gonna stay alive though, am I?
No, no, no. You can go. I just wanted to make
Okay.
sure that it was good to go. You can
Yeah,
go. My
I
guinea
would
pig.
stay, but I'm getting my tiny me to bed so I can do stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Go make money.
yeah. All right, I'll be here.
Yep. So let me get some music. We're gonna see if we make it to the side where somebody actually wants to come in and give their point of view. I don't know if we'll find anyone, but in my opinion, evil doesn't exist. But in the Christians and the other people, evil does exist. Would love to give a POV. You got a request to come up here. Um, you got a request or something. And then I guess I'm supposed to go down here. No. I'm supposed to go over here, maybe. I don't know where I'm supposed to go to find you. The people that request to come up. Really? I don't know. Somebody tell me. Let's see. I don't know. Hey, is there a little thing at the bottom where you click on it to request? It's down here somewhere. Does anybody see that? All right, somebody click on it just so I know it works. Because I got to figure out where it is. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. If you don't want to come up, cancel it. If you don't want to actually come up, then click the cancel. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hold on.
Why can't I see myself? There I am.
Okay. Oh.
What's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello. You don't have to put your face up there if you don't want to.
Oh, I look like crap. That ain't going to happen today.
I have to, and I'm sure you don't look like crap. I did. Woke up and chose. Not really. I want to see if any of them, because I'm not, unlike them who kicked me out, I won't kick them out unless they start proselytizing to me. Then I will kick them out.
Proselytizing or prophetizing?
Proselytizing. Telling me to do with my soul.
Hey, Ryan. How are you? I don't know if
Yo,
you can
what's
hear me.
up?
Yeah,
What's up,
everybody.
brother?
This is not like last night, though.
Well, I don't have that many people up yet. And I have a background.
I think I'm going to go live tonight and do my sound bowls. I've been banned off my lives.
I think it's both. You think it's both lipstick and labradorite? Give me your opinion. How do you think it's both? You came in and I didn't know you were out here, and I was like, whose head is floating in my stuff? Nature is both good and evil? How does nature know that it's good or evil?
Oh, my.
No. Don't be laughing at these people.
Do you think this was a good idea, Jennifer?
Start laughing at them.
I'm laughing at Ryan. I'm laughing at Ryan.
How is...
Was this a good idea, this particular theme?
How do you think that nature knows that it's evil?
I'm having a hard time hearing.
Put in your hearing aid.
I don't even know how to put my face on here. How do I fix it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think there's a little camera. Whoa, there are feathers. Check this.
Feathers.
Oil. Is oil evil, or is
There's
it
a camera?
Produce oil that's evil? I think evil is subjective. Okay, so you're saying both good and bad sides to you? Yeah. Ryan's over there like, no, stop. Oh, here comes Psych Witch. It's evil. It comes from Satan. Oil, we fight over gas. But who told us that we needed oil? See what I'm saying? Go back. keep asking yourself back. So who told us that we couldn't live without oil? There are effects going on over here. I look like Charlie Chaplin today.
Your eyebrows look good.
They're thank you, but this is a healing stage, so they look kind of Charlie Chaplin, but it's okay.
I
Some
rode
white
mine
guy.
in the 80s.
Exactly. Some white dude told us that we couldn't live without oil, and that's what we fight over. Sorry, Philip. Sorry, Philip.
Yeah, I cannot figure out how to get my face on here. I've tried.
You have to hit multi-guest.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, what you got to do is you have to touch your face. Touch your face.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
profile picture on the screen, and then click the video
Charlie Chaplin. Yep.
in the top left corner.
and then hit save.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the dark, but I think I can be seen. There we are.
There you go. You look beautiful. Stop,
And
Melly.
There you
I
are.
don't have any makeup on.
That don't mean nothing.
Neither
King,
do I.
What are you doing, sir? You with those roses, Hi King.
That's funny.
Y'all follow Hi King. He is an excellent. Hi King 27. Sounds like the other side of an escape room. Melly, you're beautiful. You remember that makeup
Thank
ads, it doesn't take away. So
I've
if it's
had a
not
bad
there,
day.
say
I've had a
anything.
bad day today with my ex. He texted me from every random phone he can find.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna. Hey, Ramby Casey. Flaky bake.
I need
I'm
a gummy
waiting
for this. Where's my
waiting
fucking
for-
gummies?
I'm waiting for this for you to pay.
You ate them all. They're gone.
It's Scotchy there. That's a good way to get banned off of this live. Just letting you know.
Did you hear why I got banned for 2 weeks?
Maggie?
What?
I have hairless rats, and I said the N word, NAKED.
Oh, I was like, you said the N word?
Yeah, and I got banned for that. I even tried to appeal it, and they were like, so.
I can't stop giving me gifts. Yeah, I even wore like a high collar t-shirt for this live. Trying not to get booted. I'm just going to wait until it's the non-Christian page. I mean, the page.
So I got my haul from Cardia Creations.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They make cool stuff.
She does. And we're going to do a giveaway.
And so then Hakeem gives me more stuff. Stop. Oh, I must have been out of screen when I saw the witch hat. Stop it, Hakeem.
I still say you buy that house and we all move in together.
Nobody's hit me back on that. I mean,
I would join.
It's hard enough for me to find a rental house as a witch, just for me.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. I can't even find a boyfriend.
Yep. This is Buffalo Bill body lotion. I know, Hakeem. Dang. I'm not munching on. Oh, I don't know. So I guess Ryan's eating something. You got kicked out of
Weed.
3 what, Virgo?
Hey, Ryan, I sent you an email on your Jedi email about your class.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Did I
can't.
not respond yet?
Excuse me. This is what we're talking about.
But he's evil. Just kidding. Yeah. Okay.
We're talking about business, Melly.
I'll email you.
Okay.
I'll email you.
All right.
Evil.
I just realized my working altar was in the shot. We can't have that.
Evil. I think the only thing that's evil is the actual Christian egregore that is Satan. That's about the only evil thing I've ever come across.
Somebody had asked about how.
Embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed, lipstick. I'm here to mediate what you're trying to say. Holy crap. There's an entire meteor shower.
It had a moon in it. That was neat. I'd never seen that before. What did Ray say? Of course. Oh, God, it's going so fast.
Yeah,
of course, evil, repent sinners. Sorry, channeled my inner.
Degrassi is the true evil. Tarot Moon, thank you. Do 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 do, waiting for Christians. Do 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 do. Bad intentions to hurt someone that I would consider it evil.
Are you gonna let Christian people like go live and talk?
Absolutely. They kick me out, but I don't kick them out. They kick me right out of a live.
Oh, yeah.
As long as they don't proselytize to me. I know the Bible better than they do. So don't start proselytizing to me. Well, see, Legend Girl, this is what I think. So what you may see as bad intentions from someone, they may see as justified. So that's why, for me, it's not evil. Because you may see it as bad, and they may see it as justifiable, which then makes it beneficial. See what I'm saying? Jesus is dope. Oh, well, thank you. And that's not for me. I'm not trying to change your mind. But you got to see the others. Old Emerald Hex is in here. It's one of the hottest people in Witchtok, just so y'all know.
Emerald Hex?
Yes.
I think I follow them.
Never heard of them.
She is stunning. She's so stunning that I bought her onesie pajamas off of her wish list last year because she's so hot. She's got that natural beauty. You know what I'm talking about? They can roll out of bed and you're like, oh my God, you make me sick. That kind of.
That's what I got going on right now.
You're
not the beauty part, but the natural rolling out of bed part.
Yeah, Hex is insane. She also has good stuff too. Legitimate spells and stuff. But do you think of states and laws as language or spells with other people's witchcraft ever? Virgo, I don't know what you're trying to ask me. Evil to you. See what I'm saying?
Somebody said
I have dark spirits around me all the time, and they're not evil.
Someone said I've seen some people have black clouds around their heads.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That is interesting.
Yeah, I agree with that. Ferris Kettle. Contracts are spells, in my opinion. Like social construct. Christians, yeah, they're doing spell work that they got from us.
I was going to say definitely yes.
Oh, okay, Virgo. Yeah.
I mean, isn't even the offerings, isn't that?
Yeah.
The only Christian
Hey, Mama.
that's worth a shit getting into a conversation with is someone who practices Ethiopian Orthodox Christianity, one of the oldest churches in the world. One of the oldest. I would sit and have a conversation about Christianity with someone who actually has been doing it in their country for a very, very long time with not a lot of changes. Everybody else, not worth talking to.
I had a cousin who was ordained into that church.
Ethiopian Orthodox Christianity?
Yeah, like a very distant cousin. I don't know anything about it.
All right, ATR. Jesus, I don't think Jesus was a witch either. Jesus was a man.
What are you saying? Men can't be witches?
No, smart ass. Okay, you sound like the rest of my haters. No, I think Jesus was a dude,
No, I didn't know what you said.
like a leader, just like you have a leader of a hippie movement. Jesus was like just a regular dude.
Yeah.
Well, technically, Jesus was trans. Okay, Mary. I've heard that too. Jesus was depicted carrying a wand in earlier art. He was also depicted with Leonardo with a crystal ball. That doesn't make it so.
Jesus was a hippie, the sleepy witch.
I think he was a man. Oh, well, of course they are, Bruja. Of course.
Everyone's going to screen record.
That's, yeah. Jesus gets way more hype than Jesus deserves, especially since he didn't do any of the things that are in the Bible. Jesus was a woman and her father was a higher German pagan. I don't know what that is, but I like that story.
That should be on a
German
t-shirt.
what?
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
Yeah, it does need to be on a t-shirt because I would buy
Crazy.
it.
You people are so crazy.
Jeez. That's what I'm saying. You had to spell Moonchild. Jesus didn't do any of the things that they have in the Bible. They just stuck his name there. Those are the same miracles that have been being performed for tens of thousands of years.
Jesus, this person, was a Hellenized, apocalyptic, Jewish mystic in the same Jewish tradition as all the prophets like Isaiah and Jeremiah and Ezekiel. They were mystics. They had visions. They were out there. They might have even been on drugs for all we know.
Jesus wasn't apocalyptic.
And that's probably the most accurate.
The disciples that came after him were apocalyptic.
A lot of Jesus' material, some of the stuff he talks about is in the book of Enoch, though. And the book of Enoch is apocalyptic.
More accurate or translated better than any other book in the Bible.
So referring to scriptures that never made it into the Bible, but these people have probably never heard of them before.
I know, but that doesn't mean they were translated any better, you know? How did they explain Jesus being in the Quran? Okay, I can't get into this because I'll get banned. I've already down the road. If I
That's it. That's for YouTube.
If I go and tell you the truth about the Quran and the history of the Islam, I get banned. Period.
That's a YouTube thing, right?
Go for it.
No, my business is on this account. I'm not getting banned. No, I mean my account gets banned. I do have it on my YouTube. Did you know they have some of the original text on the Vatican site? I'm sure they do. It's already on YouTube. I already have it on YouTube, the entire thing.
I'll have to go look. I didn't see. I watch your YouTube all the time. I think I've pretty much watched everything almost.
Another screen recording. Now they're going to say she's being culturally insensitive. Could us and syndicate us. I would not doubt that at all, Virgo. I think not all of Alexandria was burnt. I think it was hidden away just like the Apocrypha was.
Should invite Bishop James.
If I'm not friends with him, I can't see him.
There's another bishop on here that Drucifer was duetting.
Drucifer. I like that name.
Drucifer. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Hold on.
No, I don't think the rhetoric will ever end. Specifically with the angelicals. No. Wait, yes?
Yeah, he's a neat guy, Ray.
Frat boy Jesus.
You
can't talk about that on here. You can't talk about Bruno if Bruno is Islam.
No.
You can't talk about Bruno on TikTok. But all those, you'll remember if you've been with me long enough, after that happened, and I got another account and I came on and I was like, I would like to apologize for nothing. That was right after that account got banned.
That was last summer, wasn't it?
No, that was like 2 years ago. That's when my
cause
video made it to Muslim Talk.
That was before my time.
Yeah, I would like to apologize for nothing. And I kept all the videos and put them on YouTube.
So I had gotten into a little back and forth duet stitch deal with that girl that you duetted the other day. I can't think of her name. JC?
Oh, the crazy Catholic lady.
Oh, girl. Like, I had to just finally walk away from it. I was like, she was like, I'm just going to leave it at that. She is convinced that Christianity predates paganism.
I couldn't talk to her.
Yeah, and I just was like, I try to keep an open mind quite a bit, but I really just felt like I was talking to a wall.
Jesus didn't turn water into wine first. Dionysus did. Jesus didn't do any of the things in the Bible that he's said to have done. They just took his name and put it there. Are you trying to make the powder? Okay, you know the little brush that's in that tub, on my tub? You have to take that and you have to slowly mush it.
Why is my ring light doing this to me? My ring light is...
White all craft
is like flickering.
I don't even have mine on.
Jesus is your savior. Well, that's good. I didn't know you needed saving, but that's good. They said there's a little rat on your shoulder.
Yeah. He's big. The Sticky Ricky.
Yeah. So sit down here, back and forth, and it takes a while to get it to do right. The magic powder. I am my own grandpa. Technically, yeah, there's some of grandpa. Are the Christians scared? I don't understand.
No, you just haven't come across a country teen Christian boys thing.
Them brows be looking kind of Charlie Chaplin right now, but it's okay. They're going to get great. I'm going to go watch King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
I'm trying to get over there. I'm trying to get over to that side of TikTok so I can get some people that want to engage. I don't want them to be scared. I just want them to come on here. This is what everybody's doing now. This shit right here. Poop shit.
I'm gonna make a Sailor Pisces. I'm gonna make a video and tag Christian. #Christian.
Christianity is a cult. So is the one we don't talk about, the Bruno religion.
Right.
Yes, tired pagan, even though they will say that they're not. I got reported and banned for a week. Oh, really, Lerner? No, I got microblading because you can't tell it right now, but I don't like the powder shading. I mean, isn't all organized? I don't find Hinduism to be a cult.
It can't be because it doesn't have a founder. You have to have a founder to have a cult.
True. We went to church.
Right.
Wasn't allowed to listen to them. Yeah, well, Philip knows all about that.
What do I know about?
Being in one of the Christian cults, what you're allowed to do and not allowed to do.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Quit it.
You're not allowed to suck dick.
This is TikTok, dude.
That's what I found out.
You're not allowed to eat eggplant, TikTok. That's what he said. What's a brood over Islam? You can't talk about Islam on TikTok.
I'm going to go buy myself a white turban and a little black mustache and pretend to be Muhammad in my next TikTok and see what they say.
That'll go over.
That'd be a good Halloween costume.
That'll light them up.
Yeah. That one. Beneficial. Dude, yeah.
I'm not trying to do that because I'm not trying to get killed.
That would be like a very... Well, it's you, though, so... That's something you would do. Yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses are crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. My step
You had
grandma.
to appeal 300 times.
What?
Forrest, they really got on your stuff. $361 appeals. Hey, Bewitched. Dude, that was one of the best calzones I've ever ate in my life. We're definitely going down. Where are all the Djibouti buddies? We hadn't got over there yet.
I like Bree.
She's mom for Halloween. That would be cultural appropriation. Oh my God! I wonder how many people are videotaping this without coming in. I see you videotaping, just not coming in.
Not joining the live videoing.
Listen, if y'all wait, it's all going to be up on YouTube, so you don't actually have to videotape. I'm just going to upload it to YouTube. You can get it from there. Rant B. Casey, that was one of my questions too. And then I asked them, I'm sorry, they sent deacons to my house because I asked my mom, what about all the millions of people that were around before Jesus died for our sins? What happened to them? Hey, Cersei. And they were like, the Lord works in mysterious ways. And I was like, okay, I'm not going back to church. I can't.
So does my asshole.
Do I have... I gotta use this to clean on too. It's a skill set. I got something here. Apparently,
sometimes my butt speaks in tongues.
That
too.
needs to be a t-shirt too.
Yeah.
Philip's asshole works in mysterious ways.
No, my shirt is gonna say my butt speaks in tongues.
Oh shit! All right, hold on. I'm gonna go get.
Oh God!
Y'all entertain yourselves. Don't get me kicked off, Philip.
We have to be good.
I'm playing Nintendo. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm playing I'm over here playing my what do they call it?
heard me. Don't get kicked off.
To live in a Jehovah church.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what they say.
My step grandma was a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because you know my family dynamic.
It's
right?
Yeah.
It was interesting.
I was going to say what's interesting is I find cult mentality and cult behavior fascinating. And I also find it really, I find the conversion process of how someone, that's such a cute rat.
Thank you.
The conversion process that someone has to go through in order to like eat that amount of shit in order to be in a cult. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jamie?
Yeah.
I'm just filling in.
Well, let me tell you how my grandmother got into it, because my grandmother is the reason why my grandfather and my mother and my aunt and everybody got into that church, is because my grandmother became very disenfranchised with her Baptist church. And one day, a little old lady who was a Jehovah's Witness showed up at her house, knocked on her door, offered her a Bible study. My grandmother invited her in. She sat down. She talked, a lot of stuff. She did her dance. She showed her a lot of scriptures. And my grandmother was like, "Wow, this is great. Yeah, sign me up. Where do I go?" And boom, there you go. And then you're in it.
Right. It was just strange for my family because, my dad's an atheist, and my mom, we're all pagan and witches and all that. And he married her, and it was my mom's stepmom. And it was just, she loved us. She was cool. She would give me birthday presents and stuff like the day after my birthday. But it was just weird. It was just like at his funeral,
we used to have Thanksgiving Day after Thanksgiving. We would do a turkey, but we couldn't have it on. Yes, we couldn't have it on Thanksgiving Day because we'd be celebrating Thanksgiving, but we sure had it the day after.
Do you know, at my grandpa's
so fucking
funeral,
stupid.
She sat in the car. She wouldn't get out of the car because of the funeral. And I'm just like...
Let me see.
It's called the day after Turkey Day. The day
after Turkey Day, right?
Ours was the
and
Saturday
it's so interesting because like they interpret every single number in the Bible. Every number in the Bible is interpreted with symbolic meaning, packed with all of these esoteric and occult and secret meanings that are in the Bible. And then they take that number of 144,000 and it is literal. It is 100% literal. So it's like when you see that a church is basically cherry picking and choosing what is and what is not symbolic, you got to be like, yo, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, look at Thanksgiving. They don't even teach what Thanksgiving really is.
What? Thanks for giving us food. We're going to slaughter you now?
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us make it through the winter. Die.
I think Ricky smells your food.
What's up, little rat?
Is it time to eat?
It is for me. Nom, 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 nom.
I went and got Panera and it was awful. I threw it in the trash.
Yo, the founder of Jehovah's Witnesses or the Watchtower organization, look him up. His name is Charles Russell. Charles T. Russell. He has a huge fucking pyramid on top of his grave. He's got a massive pyramid stone structure. Yes, because they're so embarrassed of him. They're totally embarrassed.
What's his name?
He was Charles Russell, Charles T. Russell, because he was into Egypt. He was into Egypt numerology. He was into astrology. He believed that the end of days could be calculated off the Great Pyramid of Giza. Like, he was really, really, really crazy. Or he might have been really, really brilliant, but they absolutely are so ashamed of that guy.
Good.
Oh, someone's crawling down my back. One got sick and the other ate. Oh no, yeah, they're cannibalistic.
If
I have 7 of them.
y'all want to come up, then you have to tap that guest button. I let you in, and then at some point,
If somebody wants to come up, I'll leave and
Yeah, I can too.
go make myself food.
I need to do that too. I need to eat.
I'm gonna go and I'll come back, Jennifer.
okay,
Bye, sweetie.
bye.
I don't know how to get rid of myself.
Kick him off.
I don't know how. You have to close the live to get out.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
Brandy, what's up, Dreamweaver?
Not much. Just cleaning. I thought I would tell you a story on this topic about how it benefited me, since I think you've known me for a hot minute, and how I've changed so dramatically.
Yeah.
I got sick. I got really, really sick. And the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong. I went through all the tests you could imagine. Specialists, neurologists. I was on short-term disability. Had kind of a mental break, a physical break, the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And nothing. What? There was nothing. They thought I had a stroke. I didn't have a stroke. You know, and the only thing that helped me was magic. And I don't consider myself a witch, because I feel like that, I don't know, modern day witchcraft has like these connotations of like worshiping deities and things like that, and I'm not there. You know, like I'm more of an occultist.
Yeah.
But it's the only thing that fixed me. And then going further, making sense of it all, going, why? Why did that work when medicine didn't work, when, you know, nothing else worked and I didn't have a clear diagnosis?
Yeah.
I want
The only thing that made sense was astrology.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. The only thing that made sense was astrology once I got into that. And it was like, holy fuck. I'm an Aquarius. Aquarius rules the electrical states. My nervous system took a shit. You know, and it all goes back, you know what I mean? And then I got into what you call the Hindu archetypes. And then that just further added more color. And you know what I mean? You just go down this rabbit hole and it just explains like who you are and why you tick the way you do.
Right.
You know?
That's awesome. What kind of magic did you do?
Oh, post a picture of it. Well, kind of like what I'm doing right now. Yeah. So more crystal grids with candles and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's cool.
The one that fixed my stroke symptoms was as big as my room.
For real?
Wow. Yeah, it was like, I think.
Wow.
8 candles.
So how do you know how to set up these crystal grids? Is it like sacred geometry? Is there like a book that you learned that from, or did you like come up with it intuitively?
It's complicated. It's actually intuitive, but it was a process of, and I didn't appreciate it till afterwards, but it was like, I started off slowly through that spiritual type of energy healing type stuff, you know, through emotion code, through body code, through Reiki. And then once I cleared my channels, things just blew up for me. And then it's more than intuition. It's like memories. You know, I just knew.
Just if I understand this, when you started it, you went through the normal channels that we learned about energy healing. And then when that cleared you out, you were able to receive the memories of how to do these.
Yeah.
Okay.
From my own soul's experience. Like, it's weird. That's the best way to describe
tell
it.
people that you did go the normal routes, and that's what cleared you out. It'll help.
Yes. And there's no wrong way to do that. Like, I just did it through the airy way because Aquarius, right? But if your intuition says do cleansing baths, do that. Like there's no wrong way to do it.
That's really cool. I had a similar experience. Like, I cured my depression with magic on accident. So I've been like suicidally depressed since I was very, very little, like since as long as I remember. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5 years, no, about 3 or 4 years ago, I started doing lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram 3 times a day for many, many months. And I didn't set out to like cure my depression. I had no idea I was going to do that. But that's what ended up happening.
That makes
so
sense.
It's like,
that makes so much sense, though.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if something was attached to me.
What's that from? So all of us.
It's the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram is like the first thing. It's basically originates from the Golden Dawn. They came up with it.
Yeah.
Basically, it's kind of like sort of banishing, but it also like balances out elemental energies. So I don't know if it was an attachment of some sort or if it just rebalanced my energies. But it's like I noticed that my depression was gone, and then I stopped doing it, and then it came back. So, but the more I was doing it, basically the longer and longer I could go in between doing the LBRP many times a day, and now I don't have to do it anymore, and it's not back. So it kind of acted kind of like a medicine, like a long-term medicine that ended up curing me. It's really weird.
I wrote that shit down. Lesser banishing of the pentagram?
Yeah, lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. Basically, I used there's many variations of it. I basically used the original versions. It does use like, Hebrew god names like Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh, Adonai, Eheye, Agula, and some of the other ones. But yeah, it's pretty standard. You can find it online anywhere.
I have some stuff lagging on that I can't shake off, so I'm definitely going to try that shit out.
I'll show you something. I think this is what it is, and I think this is what helped me too, although differently. Okay? Hang on. Oh, where is it? There. So that book.
We can't see it on this format, Brandy.
Someone said it's lesser banishment of ritual pentagram.
Can you see that?
No, it won't allow you to do that in this format. You have to hold it in front of the screen or whatever.
LBRP
and find it.
Okay.
Yeah, LBRP banishing.
Yeah. Okay, so that right. Where is it? There's a thing in here that explains.
I love you too. I'm sorry I took your brother.
Yeah.
This. Ugh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The middle pillar.
So, long story short, my understanding of it is integration. So that's your shadow self, or your shadow work, or your lower self, or your Western east-west hemispheres of your mind, or left-right brain, or sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system, all the same thing in my understanding. And in Buddhism, they use a furba.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
It's a furba.
Oh, I'm sorry. Explain to them. They don't know what that is.
It balances out the higher self and lower self. And of course, if there's tethers, it removes any tethers or attachments or whatever. But on the top of it is a little horse. Well, on mine anyway. You can get different kinds. But the idea is that you are in charge of your body, of your mind, of your conscious state. You are riding the horse. The horse doesn't ride you. Right?
Where did you put the grids at?
The grids?
Did you say did you say you used some crystal grids?
I did, along with other things, but yeah. And see, I thought it came through when I flipped the screen. See, I guess it didn't.
The reason I asked is because I'm really into crystal grids, and I have one under my bed.
That's on my table currently.
Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that.
But
That's
like
nice.
I said, the other one was on my floor.
That's nice.
Brandy.
Do you change the crystals out, or do you?
Brandy, how do you spell Furba?
PHUR, and it's kind of like P or B because it's sort of like, phonetic.
Okay.
A.
Okay, and Melly.
Oh, I was just saying, how often do you change the crystals out on that? Or do you just
Well, yeah. I mean, that's just a one-time use with those candles, and then I would at this point I believe in animism, so I would ask the crystal, do you need cleansing? Sometimes they don't. You can just reuse them, but sometimes they do. So I just do the thing.
That's what you get.
So what's the theory behind crystal grids? Is it like they, change the energetic atmosphere in the room, or what?
Depends. Not generally. No, I usually have to do a space clearing first. But what you would do, like quartz is one of those, like anything you program it, it's sort of like water, and you would get it to connect with whatever your intentions are, right? So, I mean, I suppose you could. I've never used them like that, though. I've always used them in tandem with something else, with actual water, with candles. Sorry.
Hold on. I don't care who wants to join, but you have to request. But down there, I don't even know how many. But I'll keep adding.
You need auric voltage on here for sure.
I know. I'm trying to get him. So, Auric, I need you to request, and then I can pull you up.
The two men, Seth. There's like a blue and a pink man. Hi, Authentic Mystic.
Yeah, it'll say multi-guest.
Yeah, there'll be like a pair of people down here.
It's usually like pink and blue, and mine today is white. Who knows? Well, I use crystal grids a lot, and the reason I asked is because sometimes
they didn't come back, Auric, if you want to talk.
Sometimes I will reuse the crystals, and sometimes I just will go up and bury them. That's why I asked.
That's an intuitive thing.
Yeah.
Does it need it? Does it not?
I just find more times than often that when my grids are done, that the crystals are done.
Been offering with a grid.
I don't.
Do I leave an offering? No. See,
Well,
that's where I'm not a witch. I'm not a religious person.
No, but they're just clearing it up. These people don't have a single thing. They're asking y'all questions.
There's no wrong way, though. I'd say if you want to, go for it. I don't know. That's part of your personal spirituality, right? I don't know.
Well, I leave offerings all the time on my ancestor altar. It's like 24/7.
I don't have altars.
Yeah.
It's different. To me, my body is my altar, and I know that sounds cliche, but it's like wherever I go, there I am,
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. If you do a crystal grid and you want to leave an offering, leave an offering. Right? I mean.
All right. We got Ambrosia Moonlight is up.
Hi. So I'm just jumping in because I heard you talking about the LBRP and my ears perked up. I needed to really learn and use the
Lesser Banishing
Ritual of the Pentagram.
So y'all know that in here. Okay, go ahead.
And I needed to use that when I separated from a priest that I was working with, because I was in a coven and it became very complicated. And when I separated from that, I did use the LBRP for about 30 days. I do things by lunations from new moon to new moon. And I can tell you that it is something that is so transformative because it transforms the energy in and around you. So it's internal and it's external. I would, since you're a Southern woman and I love you and I love your content, and I just think that you're just like I'm old, so I say the cat's meow. Damien Eccles wrote a book called High Magic.
Wait a minute. Hey, stop before you do to Damien Eccles. I need to see if that's the person that I'm. Hold that thought.
It's not Damon Brand. The person that you don't like is Damon Brand.
Okay, thank
Damien
you.
Eccles. So Damien Eccles, back during Satanic Panic, was this little Southern boy who came from a poorer family. There was a murder of 2 little boys in his town. I forgot. I can't even remember exactly. I think he was in Tennessee, but he was on death row for 10 years. And it was because initially he had looked a little bit different. He was a Metallica and this and that, but he was a magician. And he was able to, the only thing he had was his books. So he actually became a very skilled magician, being in solitary confinement on death row. So he wrote a book called High Magic when he got out. He actually, Eddie Vedder and a lot of famous people kind of spoke out for him. He was wrongfully, incarcerated, but you would like him. But he does teach the LBRP. And the one thing I want to say is middle pillar work. If you want to really get into middle pillar work, Israel Regardie, wrote books probably back in the late 1800s through Western esotericism. He was like the basis of the Golden Dawn.
All right,
so you could read that. Yeah. Am I going too far?
No. I need somebody to leave because I got more people wanting to come on.
I can, because I'm going to go eat, and I will catch you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
How do I leave?
No, I got somebody leaving. Okay.
Anyway, the best advice is learn the LBRP. And what it'll do is it'll purify and protect your space internally and externally. I would not suggest moving on to middle pillar work until you have some kind of hold on the LBRP.
Yeah, let's not go past that LBRP. Bam, are you there?
I am here. I didn't know what was fully going on, but I heard we were having a witchy debate, and I was like, let me get in on that.
I don't know. They just said you were coming, and I was like, okay.
Okay. They were like, oh, they're debating about the good and bad of witchcraft or whatever. I was like, oh, that's the kind of shit I can sink my teeth into. Let me get in there.
We haven't got any Christians or atheists to come over, so I think what we've been talking about right now is the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram crystal grids.
Okay.
There's also an alternative to the LBRP I'm trying to find this book. It's called Angelic Protection Magic, I believe. So LBRP, it's supposed to do 3 things. It's supposed to establish protection. That's 1, banish the area around you. That's 2. And the third thing it does is it lights you up on the astral plane, which this hasn't happened to me, but some people say, after doing LBRP for a while, they start seeing like little astral thingies floating around. This is pretty rare, but it's supposed to like light you up on the astral plane. So this
so you should do it in conjunction with the Kabbalistic cross. And the Kabbalistic cross has nothing to do with Christianity. I'm a Jewish. I wouldn't do that shit. You know what I mean? The Kabbalistic cross has to do with directions, up, down, right, left. So if you do the LBRP in conjunction with the Kabbalistic cross, that's when you'll feel, I don't know,
Excuse me. So somebody in here said that the LBRP also helps you recognize energy, becoming more familiar with clearing negativity. Do you mean the kind of negativity that I use? Because there's certain things I cannot do because I work with negative energy. So if it's just negativity, I can't do that. If you mean maliciousness, then I can do that.
It allows you to work. It allows you to work in the muck without getting mucky.
Yeah, try it and see if the energy is gone that you're looking for, and then if it is, then don't do it.
Then for the sake of this live, please specify malicious. Don't use the word negative, because I use negatively charged energy. So just so I can understand, for me, try to switch those for me so I know what's going on.
I don't say negative. I just say at different entities, you can summon a demon, but as long as you can put down that which you bring up, have at it. But you have to be able to protect yourself and be able to connect yourself to that energy that is protecting you. So you could walk into the muck, you could walk into the cesspool, and you will walk out clean.
There's a fly in here.
Yeah, I was confused about that too, because you hear negative energy, and they're like Witchfoot said, I'm also somebody who works with negatively charged energy. So there's like, when you talk about people trying to use,
what people call the muck is not the muck for me. That's where I come from. So that's why I have to be particular in what I do.
Right. Yeah. And what I'm trying to say is that when you work with that energy, as long as you're connected, you'll be fine. You know, I just come from a school where whatever you bring up, you should be able to put down. So if you're saying that you're feeling residual stuff, you just need to do some clearing for a while.
No. It's not bringing up for me. That's what I'm from. That's what I work with. So
can you put it down though?
Yeah, I live there. So it's not bringing up for me. This is what's around me all the time.
Makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I have to be careful with what I do and don't do. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah.
And also,
exactly, Monocram. That's what I mean.
Mom, you don't transmute that energy either. Like, you just work solely, not solely, but you work with negative energy and you don't transmute it, correct?
That's correct.
Because there's a lot of people who misinterpret people who work with negative energy as somebody who's going to constantly be transmuting it. And this can be a real fucking unpopular opinion on here, but energy is energy. No matter what kind of energy it is, you can use it. And I know that sounds like transmutation, but there are people who just work purely with negative energy.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Because I consider energy just particles, and it literally can be anything. It's a potential tool for use.
They do have a charge, though, period.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a polarized system here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about raising demons and being able to put them back down. I'm not talking about everyday stuff like that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, even when I work with what they call quote unquote demons or whatever, it works different for me because I'm not bringing something up. That's just where I live.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I'm a demon. That's not what I mean. I'm a demon.
You're the best demon.
Although there are people that think I'm a demon.
Oh, I mean, subjective.
Oh, you found the book.
When I work,
it's called Angelic Protect. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Okay, no worries. When I take care of demons and all different kinds of what I call just entities or multidimensional individuals, my specialty is what I do is I basically connect to their soul essence and I transmute them and all their aspects throughout all timelines. So they just flip because it's literally just transmuting their entire soul essence, and then it just turns to usable energy.
I find
like
them
a battery sorts.
The way they are.
What's that?
I said I find them useful just the way they are.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm talking about ones that are literally fucking with me and other individuals, stuff like that.
Oh.
I work with all different kinds of individuals and multidimensional beings.
See, the ones that just fuck with me and other people, I just eat them out. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. But that's where we go into malicious energy as opposed to negative energy. If they're going out of their way to fuck with you, then they got to go.
Well, yeah, it's the emotional and mental intention behind the matter. That's what's the key factor. For sure.
Eat them, right? Shadow's got the right idea. Eat them. Eat them.
Yeah, that's not always possible from my experience. So.
How do you like your coffee? Black and liquid demony.
Yeah, no, I know that sounds cool and shit, but that's, it's It's a matter of learning how to protect your space, learning how to cleanse your space, learning how to elevate your higher self. But maybe I come from a different. I'm more into high magic. That's been my training. So
The
yeah.
one that when they say they eat them, ambrosia, they're not talking about what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know that from the closed side of it, because that's the side that I'm not allowed to talk about. Because obviously, if they tried to eat one of those, then they'd be calling one of us to get it out. So they're not talking about the same things.
Okay.
Definitely. One of the things I like to do to clear and protect my space is my big thing is crystal grids. I basically channel what I call crystal grid energy, and I basically utilize the crystals as tools to facilitate different kinds of energetic changes. Like with the crystal grid, when I do my crystal grids, it's kind of like, think of it like modular like electronics. Different types of crystals in certain formations dictate different energetic flows for different functions. And for example, with on my windows, I have selenite and red jasper. Red jasper because that crystal is really great for bouncing back negative energy, and selenite because it hyper intensifies all the energetic properties of red jasper and also blends in the energies as well vibrationally as one harmonious unit. So it's basically one big band of just hybrid of selenite and red jasper. And that's just on the base of the windows.
I love the use of crystals for that. I'm like not super heavily
awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Mom.
I'm sorry.
I like me being like the most inappropriate person when it comes to crystals too, because like my house is swamped with fucking obsidian.
Oh, what kind? Let's get going.
I've got lots of obsidian. I've got fucking mostly black obsidian is my go-to.
Nice.
I love black obsidian. That's my favorite one. But I also have some really nice like flower obsidian and shit like that too. But with the amount of obsidian, I feel like sometimes for me, it like holds some of the negativity. And Shadow Oracle can also attest to my dumbass walking around wearing an obsidian mirror for a while. Yeah, I didn't learn the look.
I'm all about that shit.
All right, guys, I'm going to tap out. Let somebody else come in. You all have a great night.
You as well. Stay blessed.
The look on Mom's face is just like, oh God, didn't I talk to you about that before?
Oy vey.
Yeah, that's me being stupid again.
Remember, y'all in the comments, if you want to come up, you have to request down here.
Anyone here sell protective jewelry?
Not at the moment.
Same. I sell protective spell candles, but not jewelry.
I can certainly, I do make custom made jewelry and stuff like that. So if you wanted something, you could get in touch with me and I could put something together for you.
Mage, no, it has to do with the cut of the obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only difference. It has to do with the clarity and the cut.
Definitely.
Authentic Mystic, you don't have to turn your camera on. See these two?
Oh, I can turn my camera on? For real? I didn't know I could do that.
We can turn our cameras on.
Oh, hello.
I purposely didn't do that so that they wouldn't strike me for vaping. So I just left mine off.
You just gotta literally take a big obsidian and smoke behind it.
Wicked Hammer makes pentacle necklaces, and my friend that makes the Witchfoot rosaries, Cyanide Sin, she makes protective jewelry. For whoever asked.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I got one.
I've been on a jet flight that I caught. Is that a hawk wing?
It's an owl ring, actually.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna just sit here and drool for a second because that is
Okay.
absolutely gorgeous.
North
Love
Carolina
that
makes it
for you.
better. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. It was interesting how I received this friend here. I was vending my spell candles in New York City, and this woman, she was also a vendor, and she was making jewelry. She really wanted she wanted one of my candles, but she wanted to trade for something.
I
So
love
I literally saw the jewelry. I wasn't into the vibe because I'm kind of a crystal person, you know. And so I said, I'd be more than happy to trade you whatever candle you like for that beautiful winged friend you have over there. And she agreed.
I love barter.
Oh yeah, it's the best way. It's
It
everyone
really
wins with
is.
bartering. I barter magic for haircuts, for all different kinds of shit. It's great.
Money and prosperity.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. I have crow wings, like a pair
Ooh.
of carrion crow wings, and they're just absolutely stunning.
Oh, wow. I can't
Yeah.
imagine what they look like in the sunlight, glistening.
Would
Like
you like to see one? Can
it
I
would be
show
a
one? Can I
pleasure.
do a show and tell?
We got show and tell going on.
Yes! I love this
Heck
big
yeah!
little kid shit. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Oh. By the way, Witchfoot,
Just
it's
not
nice to
chill.
actually be face to face with you. I really appreciate you and what you do, and as a legit, real, badass magical practitioner. From my eyes to yours.
I forget who told me to follow you. I don't remember, but I was like, okay.
Yeah,
They're like,
much
go check it.
appreciation.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, there they are.
Ooh, one more time. Stop it! Stop
Aren't they
it!
beautiful?
They are
Someone actually
gorgeous.
gifted these to me, and I was like, oh my goodness, these are. So they just stay,
Everything.
they're displayed in my house, but I haven't even done anything like witchy with them because I don't know what I want to do with them yet. So they just sit up
Yeah.
there as a display, but they're stunning
Oh
and
my.
ethically sourced. And I wish I could show you, like, when you hit the light on them, they turn like an iridescent blue.
That's what I'm talking about, like a black Tahitian pearl. Holy shit! Excuse me.
Yeah, they're
I'm like you with the owl with your crowings right now. Wow, you made my night.
Thank
Wild.
you.
Thank you.
Let me in.
Good
Let
stuff.
me in. I have to tell. Shadow wants to come in.
Hi.
Shadow! I gotta put my wings back before we get flagged for dead things. Because that can happen. And we don't need that.
That really happens?
Yeah.
I'm new to lives, like doing it actively, so good to know.
Yeah. They can sometimes.
Can we like move this down a little bit? No.
Oh, there we go. Now it's on.
Shadow!
I was summoned by Brivitch. I'm here.
Welcome.
What's up, my dude?
But I thought I would come on and show you this lovely creature. It's 2 pieces, and I have 1 hand, so bear with me.
Oh, exciting. Hey, friend. Is that a wolf skull?
Lynx.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Look at that canine. Is it a canine on a cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be canine, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, this is a lynx skull.
Yeah,
I love it.
Wow.
That is so cool.
How did you get that friend or find a friend?
I got this friend on Etsy from a seller. I was super excited when I saw it, and I was like, "Yay, dead things!"
Oh yeah,
right.
Chicken.
Everything has a use and a purpose, magically speaking, because everything's energy.
Oh,
absolutely, it does.
Oh, and speaking of dead things, hold on. My friend here.
Okay, that's fucking cool. I want one.
Unfortunately.
Oh yeah. I got a banana skull. No,
I like
stop
your
that.
Okay, well, your banana duck is pretty fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Banana
Not
duck.
gonna lie.
Banana duck.
Also, where's Blurb a Flurb? Because I feel like Blurb a Flurb would be all over this conversation right now. Like, Blurb thrives on this kind of chaos and fuckery. We need to go find him.
I'm so confused. What do I have ready? Okay.
Mom, I think you should make the banana
Even though
duck
I'm not,
like a house
I'm not a
guardian.
crystal bitch.
So, what? What?
I think you should make the banana duck a magical house guardian. Do it.
Or
Do
squeaky.
it.
Does banana duck squeak?
Oh my god!
Oh, someone sent you a duck. Someone
It's
sent you a
funny.
duck.
Boy.
That made me so happy. Serotonin.
Right?
Oh, right on.
Yeah, the Migratory Bird Treaty Act is something that people need to be aware of when you're buying like feathers and wings and stuff like that. I do know that mine are not in breach. Like, it's not illegal to own the carrion crow wings because they're not considered to be an endangered species. However, your owl wing could get you in trouble.
I'm gonna 100%. I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. I will 100%.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
they'll be like, "That's endangered." I'll be like, "That's nice." Okay, bye.
Who? I'd be like, who?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go kill it.
Yeah, right.
I'll be like,
Oh, there's an owl with mushrooms.
That's so cute.
Adorable.
what do I need?
Oh.
So, all right. So, like, are we talking about something? Is there a panel going on?
Witchcraft, beneficial or evil?
There was like show and tell, and so I'm just letting it go.
Here's letting it go. You're like, sure.
My whole house is like littered with crystals, even though I'm not a crystal witch. I tried it. I just didn't vibe with them, but I still kept them. There's lots of them here.
Oh, cool.
I utilize crystals very, rarely, depending on what I'm doing. Like, I might throw a clear quartz in a spell or something for amplification. I might, little things like that. Ooh. But I'm certainly not the witch who's like, that is
smoky?
Yeah, it's a smoky quartz crystal friend. Can I turn this camera around? Ooh. Can I flip around? Is it possible to do that?
Oh my God. He's pretty.
Yeah, and the sunlight gets all the rainbows in. The kind of magic I do is symbol based. So if I'm doing something with basically what I do with the crystal skull, for me, my work, the crystal skull represents your mind. The crystal represents
sympathetic magic.
So what's
sympathetic magic?
Yeah,
love it.
So basically, I use the crystal. When I use this, I basically tap into the individual or myself, and it basically integrates the vibrational properties of smoky quartz to one's mind, because our thoughts create our reality and our visual perceptions and whatnot. So when the energy goes into your brain, then everything just clicks and densifies. Is that right?
That's freaking genius. I love that. I would have never thought to use like a crystal skull that way. I've been doing this a hot minute. I would have never thought of that. And now, like, I love talking to other practitioners because you pick up ideas and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, that's good. I like that.
Loving energies.
Little friend.
Just going straight to, yeah. I love your smile, Witchfoot. You're hysterical. Wait a second. You're like that comedian, Groucho Marx, with that eyebrows and the funny face smile, right? All right, there you go. See, you have two eyebrows. I could identify you now.
Yeah, Bam Bam, sympathetic magic. You should look into it. It's pretty cool stuff.
Oh yeah, it's unlimited. The only limit that there is one's imagination and mental capacities to create.
It's kind of like a weird spin-off of chaos magic, but a lot more structured and very specific.
It sounds like a weird spin-off of chaos magic. I'm slightly chaotic with my practice. Like, we all know that I do some out-of-pocket shit with my practice, but I never have considered myself to be. What does out-of-pocket mean?
I keep it on longer though, because look.
How do I explain it properly?
longer on the.
Maybe not out of pocket. Out of pocket is not the right term for it, but I definitely like to I do things a little. Ugh. Come on, brain, do the thing. Come on, brain, be so smart.
You have a crystal skull?
I just utilize things in a way that you wouldn't normally utilize them, or I look at
That's
certain
excellent.
ingredients or certain things, and I'm like,
chaos
I could do
magic.
that with that, and it's
That's
kind
chaos
of like
magic.
I don't consider myself to be a chaos practitioner. I never have.
You know what? I think that you might be a chaos practitioner in its most truest form, because I don't think I've known any other practitioners to use Drano in a spell.
I have done that, and it was not a good idea.
You're using it for a banishing spell?
Hold on. Let's call it a timeout.
So, I think we need to differentiate between chaos practice, because that's new, and chaos method, which witches have used forever.
Yes.
So a lot of us use a chaos method, and that's try it. So I think it's important in these type of conversations to separate those two, because the chaos practice is completely different than
Thank
the
you.
Yes.
method that all witches should use.
I use the method, not the practice. It's just channel come through.
Yeah, Mage, I know you are. Just like I tell people, like, and the thing that I think that's more important now is because we have man-made objects that weren't around back then. So if you're doing a spell and you realize you have a lollipop wrapper, throw that bitch in there and see if it works.
Exactly.
That's the chaos method. Okay, carry on.
Excellent. All right.
What I do with Drano is I put Drano in to throw away people's protections. Someone asked, "What do you do with Drano?" I put it in there as to remove shit.
Yes,
quick removal. Quick and painful.
Symbolic magic. Fuck yes.
Yep. I use the words chaos practitioner when I refer to Bam Bam very specifically, only because that method tends to be the main color scheme of their practice for as long as I've known them. So just to clarify that point.
My kid
Shadow's been around for a good part of my practice.
Jaded smashes traditional, what I teach, physical magic with chaos, and I always get confused. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm like.
So, Witchfoot, does anyone remember CDs here? Compact discs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Hello.
So when I was a kid and there were CDs, what I would do is I would basically take the CD, because I always work with crystal energies things since I was a little kid, and because the CD is mostly silica, quartz, and all different kinds of things, I would basically tap into the CD, and basically what I call vibrationally program, put different spells into the CD. So when I played the CD, my magic came out of the boombox, and the boombox, and basically spread the vibrations to physically and non-physically around. I caught some fucking shit at school, I'll tell you that one.
I would have to see that work in action.
I actually have a CD, and I need to get a CD player. I love Amazon.
You know what I
that
like
could be a
about
fucking
that?
cool live.
You know what I like
exciting.
about that is that a CD could also, using chaos method, could be thought of as a mirror.
Yeah.
You and I are on the same brainwave on that one.
Yeah, I'd have to have that demonstrated for me.
I will definitely do that for you, Witchfoot. I will buy like a CD player, because they gotta be like what?
Cynic. I need to see it. Because I'm such an old school cynic, I need to.
It sounds like a theory that would work. For sure.
You're not. You're not an old school cynic. You're discerning. A real magical practitioner doesn't believe everything from face value at the first time. They have to do you have to do research and test out, because it's it's almost a science in its own sense. Okay, this is the CD that I'm going to be doing it with. It's my first CD ever. I got on Amazon. Classic
Never let
acid.
the sunny side face each other. Portals.
with Cat in Boots. When I first met her, I was like, "You are insane. You are insane." And then they demonstrated some stuff directly on me. I was like, okay, I have no idea what you're doing, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because all that
I get it. I
insane
don't know what it
means,
is, but I get it.
because all that insane means is just unable to, with that, an individual has zero frame of reference of what the fuck is going on.
No, when you're watching a video and a person comes on and goes, I changed all the multivite on the planet, I'm like, you're off your rocker.
Okay.
And
Got
then
you.
I showed them
There's,
and had them
okay.
do stuff on me, and I was like, oh, well, all right then, just kidding. I don't know what the fuck it is you're doing, but we're good. Yeah, you're real.
Cool.
Carry on. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. You know, I have to get going because my friend's calling, and I gotta go out and cause some trouble tonight in the best way. It's a Friday.
All right.
It was a. Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Seth. By the way, I know you. What's your name? Or what do you call yourself? Let me see there. Shadow
Oracle.
Okay, got it. It's like teeny print. I have like shitty eyesight. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, Shadow
Cool.
Oracle.
I'm Auric Voltage, also known as Seth. Y'all have a great night, and it was a pleasure. And I'm gonna tap your profiles. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna screen cap this, and I'll follow y'all. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna grab a screenshot too, so I can toss you a follow.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In Witchfoot, I got the CD here. I'm gonna get a little CD player on Amazon, and it's gonna be fun. Oh my god, seriously, we've done this since forever.
Love this idea.
All right.
I'm living for it.
Thank you. Yeah.
If anybody's in the comments and you want to come up, you got a request down here at that little people icon. Oh shit. Ow. I love this part of it. I just did it because that's always trending. You flip through there and you see these people, but apparently the Christians don't want to. I'm not making it over to Christian talk. So now we're just talking about shit with my current Groucho Marx eyebrows.
Those eyebrows are looking good, though, ma'am.
Oh,
they
yeah.
look
just like
freaking awesome.
You know the photo I posted of right after?
Yeah.
That's what they'll look like when all the healing is done.
Are they crunchy right now?
They're darker and crispy because it's like blood and stuff in there. Blood.
I love that, though. Like, if I could afford to go get fucking eyebrows done, I would totally do it. But 99% of the time, I just draw those hoes on. Let's just be real.
Going to my issue, I'm like, I should draw them on. No. I just want to. I saved up for it, and I wanted to wake up and my shit be done.
Yeah.
So.
Like, and I'm all for like the bladed brows, but people who get eyeliner tattoos freak me out. I'm like, my dude, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I literally okay. So one of my aunts had both like her top liner and her waterline tattooed, and I was like, "You're a psycho. Why would you do that to your eyeballs?"
Yeah,
I don't want to go that close to my eye.
It's like terrifying.
You can see on mine, it's kind of like, well, when it's healed, it's like the natural eyeliner because I didn't want it to age. That's what tattooed eyeliner does. It will age. I was like, no, just put back what I had, basically. Put back what I had, please.
This is kind of a cool live too. I haven't been in a live with Shadow for a hot minute, so it's kind of nice. I get to see some familiar faces.
Yeah, I was like, everybody else is doing it. I'm gonna do it too. Let's see what happens.
I jumped on. I was doing tarot readings, but it was real dead. And then everybody came into my live and was like, yo, they're doing debates. I'm like, I'm feeling feisty. Let's go.
They lied. There's no debates on yet.
I know. It's nice and chill.
Well,
it's
instead of
chill.
ending up on Christian talk, we ended up on Witchtok.
Yeah, well, I knew we would, but I didn't know if we'd managed to bust over there. But it's fine. This turned out to be pretty cool.
In my live that I was doing before, somebody mistook the fact that I said that I read tarot cards and that I do magic as me being a magician. So they were like, show us a card trick. I'm like, no.
Not that kind.
Not that kind of magic, my dude. This is like whole ass witchery. Yeah.
I do be liking that kind of magic, though. I'm not going to lie.
I do too.
I love being tricked.
Shit's fucking slick, man.
Do that. I'm just doing some work while I'm were here. I was like, well, all right.
Yeah, like I wasn't even gonna go live tonight, and then like I just fucking jumped on in a whim. So it's a good time. Also, Shadow, the last suggestion that you gave me worked out really well for me. If you remember what it was. Worked out fucking awesomely for me. I was like, perfect.
No,
Thank you.
it was supposed to be a debate, but nobody came into debate, so now we're just running our mouths.
I'm gonna go find somebody go find some Christian people, okay? Because I was like I was feisty. But again, like, okay, so the other thing is if we were to if we really wanted to debate this, I feel like we'd get a heavier debate if we pulled the
What
love and
type of
lighters
ratings
in.
should I look for if I have health questions? Your doctor.
Yep.
Your doctor.
A literal doctor.
With Kate Hudson and Anne Hathaway. Those two might be really good, actually. That's the first remake where I was like, they better do the scene where she's got a big old hole through her. I don't know if y'all haven't seen that movie, Death Becomes Her. It's great.
It's a good movie.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Oh. One of the best movies I've ever seen, to be honest.
Oh, I go out of my way to trigger Christians for fun sometimes. Not gonna lie.
All we have to do is exist.
I mean, pretty
much. All I have to do is breathe.
And they're like, you're going to hell. I'm like, you don't even know where that is. Stop with your bullshit right now. But you know what the thing is, too, is like,
if you're 130 pounds and someone's telling you to lose weight, they're fucked. And you need to find somebody else.
Yeah, they need to go die. That's right, I said it. Y'all out there that are recording without being in the room, I said it. Go ahead. Add it to my Google Doc.
Oh, I'm always game for a debate live. I always love doing debates, especially because 90% of the time when I end up in a debate with people, it's like having a battle with an unarmed opponent. So it's just funny for me. I'm like, okay, yeah, grasping at straws, babe. Keep going.
Whitney Wicked Hammer says, so we talked about things that have worked. What stuff do you think definitely does not work? That's a good freaking question.
That's a really good question. So can I, one of the things that I think definitely doesn't work, and this is gonna be controversial, where I'm gonna get hated on for this. I'm gonna get fucking hated on for this.
I'll off in a minute after you answer, so go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so some things that definitely don't work. First of all, you can't go and get an herb and yeet it into a spell and expect it to do its job without putting the intention behind it for it to do its job. You literally can't take something and be like, yeet, and not tell it what to do. Yeah. Another thing that I have a personal fucking beef with, okay, this is my personal beef, is people who think that they can take fucking herbs and shit that do a specific thing and be like, oh, hey, Lavender, I know that you're for healing and stuff and house blessing, but I want you to do this thing. No, unless you've done something to physically change the composition of that plant, like molding it or something, you're not going to accomplish what you want.
Can't do the correlation. Yep.
No. No, and that's a big thing that I see is people are like, oh, it's all about, no, it's not all about intention. If you tell me it's all about intention one more fucking time, I'm going to reach through this phone screen and I'm going to slap you in the teeth, because that ain't how it works.
I think it's important, and the reason I'm going to explain this is because they just didn't teach critical thinking in school, okay?
No.
Yeah.
So,
no.
When you can use, we're going to use lavender in a curse, but its core did not change. So if someone is active and you want to make them sluggish, you can put lavender in the curse. You did not change what the lavender does.
No.
And
No.
if you're allergic to lavender, that does not mean you can use it in a detrimental way. It doesn't change the correlation of the herb because you're allergic to it. Those are not related at all. Stop.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, you can work with the properties that these plants and these herbs and these crystals and shit already have. And even if you've got something that's got like an inherently positive property, if that property will work against the other person, by all means, eat that shit into a hex. But like, you know, going and saying that you can change the properties of a plant is just bullshit. Like,
here's
just not how it works.
Lilo said, I saw a video saying the herb wasn't that important in the intention of passion work. Here's where my problem is with that. There is magic that does not involve herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Revelation.
Most of y'all out there can't do that. You all think you can do that, but you cannot. That's why nothing ever happens when you do that. There are paths that use no herbs, and more power to them. But all these little Pinterest on here that are like, I'm going to do it with my mind. No, you're not. Please stop. Stop immediately. There are certain paths and also certain genetic bloodlines that do that. Like over in Romania and then over there in Eastern Europe, there's a lot of bloodlines that do the evil eye without using a single herb. Mm-hmm. So, but the thing is that most of the ones on Witchtok, they're just full of, because that's not what you're doing. That's why nothing changes. Becky from Wisconsin.
I feel like...
Speaking of things not working, I'm sorry, I had to work my way into conversation somehow.
Yeah, go. I'm going to go get some water.
Things that don't work and something that pisses me off is people saying their spell work doesn't work. It's and you think, okay, how did you structure your spell? Did you give it any structure? Did you give it any sort of thing to lubricate the journey? Did you add anything to get through ancestors' wards? Anything that might be protecting them? Did you put anything in there to make sure that this is actually going to hit the target? And not somebody around them, because you don't want to cause extra chaos around the person in some instances. I've seen a lot of cases where they just put, it's all about intention, and they put all of their focus on what they want this spell to do, instead of trying to put some sort of structure around the spell to protect it and to ensure that it connects properly.
All right. Beatrice, what bill are you talking about?
Huh?
Beatrice says, do you think this new bill will affect the ability to purchase herbs for spell work? Beatrice, what bill are you talking about so I can look it up? Yeah, oscillating wildly. There's several different bloodlines who can do with nothing, and there's certain practices that use no ingredients. I'm trying to. I don't know what bill they're talking about. Farm bill. You got to be more.
Well, I'm in Canada, so I can't help.
Canada.
Yeah. We're Canadians. Both of us.
Canadians.
I'm calling it Canada because I found out what a Canadian goose was before I learned about Canada.
Cobra chickens.
So Canadian cobra chickens.
Always Canada.
They'll fucking kill you. They'll fucking kill you, man.
They are.
Listen, if you ever want to cause chaos in somebody's life, you got to channel the energy of a cobra chicken.
While she's finding out about that thing, I want to use Love Bug. I don't have any problem with you. Okay, I'm going to use your question as an example. I get these questions a lot, so I want to do a healing spell for a friend. Do you guys have any recommendations? Well, here's my recommendations. When people ask questions like this,
what's it for, though?
Take in what is their illness. What caused their illness?
Yeah, what are you trying to heal? What's it for?
So you can't just ask that. You got to have a lot more detail than and not just you. People will ask other things like, how do I do that? Well, I need to know everything that's going on in order to give you a proper suggestions.
Like, you know how
Yeah.
people have that joke where it's like, you know, if you don't give God specifics, there's going to be wonderful surprises coming your way. Yeah. You got to be specific.
Like,
okay, but Beatrice,
because
that doesn't help me any. Hold on.
heart problems.
Herbalist. Concern.
Again, with heart problems,
you need more information.
That's too vague. You got to go to the doctor. And even if you were to do a working on that, heart problems doesn't give us enough information to give you any advice on that. Because the way that you would go about treating, like doing a healing for someone who just survived a heart attack would be different from how you would do a healing on somebody who would have congenital heart failure, because those are two different physical conditions that are caused by different physical ailments. So you would need to be more specific with that in order to even, but that's doctor shit. Like, that's stuff that has to be done with a doctor. You can certainly do, healing and whatnot supplementary to it, but I never recommend that anybody come to a witch for a health condition. You go to the doctor first.
Absolutely.
Anytime that I work on health conditions, which I have frequently, I've worked on people with, pretty severe health conditions, but I always say to people, my help comes last. You do the medical, physical stuff here first. And then what I do is just to help move it along a little bit quicker.
The only way I think it is, in a lot of ways, ethical for a witch to be helping someone with a medical condition or in a medical situation is only if that person, if the patient has exhausted every possible avenue on this physical plane that they have available to them. And like Bam Bam said, their final resort is to turn to magic.
Yeah.
You have exhausted all of your resources at this point, and now you are turning to spirituality because now you know through trial and error that nothing else is helping.
Yeah.
And moreover, if I'm going to be doing a spell for somebody who has come to me in that situation, I'm not only going to be looking at the magical properties of these herbs, but I'm also going to be taking a close look at the medical properties of these herbs. And that is going to be a big decision, a big weight in the decision that I'm making. And I might even ask you what medications you're on. Because some of the ingredients might interact with a physical medication, and I don't want to fuck up anything in the astral. Because if I do, I don't want to fuck up your health irreparably for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find this damn bill.
Because when you're dealing with somebody's health, it's very tricky. It's very nuanced. If you're going and digging around in somebody like that and you don't know what you're doing, you could really mess somebody up.
Okay, I think I found it. Hold on. I found the TikTok. Bill 4090. Okay. At a starting point, and it came from TikTok, of course.
Gross.
Where did you get here? How did you find out what bill it was? Fucking TikTok. Senate Bill 4090. Let's look.
Have a look-see. For the Americanos.
Oh, yeah. You can ask your ancestor to help you on the healing side if you're in touch with your ancestors. But that's why I always say, witchcraft is supplementary to that. So when I've had, how would you prepare folks to be present to hold space for those dying?
That is a very long-winded answer and a very big process.
Yeah.
That is more a question for a death doula or a death witch. Ashes to Ashes is a fabulous practitioner. Maybe go ask them a couple of questions or take a look at their page.
Okay.
So
this is Bill 4090, and as usual, people on TikTok are morons. So bill imposes various requirements on dietary supplements, including by requiring the person, individual, or entity responsible for introducing a supplement into interstate commerce register the supplement with the FDA. Under this bill, the responsible person must register with the FDA specified information about each dietary supplement to be sold, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so basically this makes supplements or vitamins or mixes subject to the FDA, which is, number one, a good thing because they will put some bullshit in your capsules. Second thing, if you're an herbalist, you simply don't list it as a fucking, you don't list it as a dietary supplement. That's all. That's it.
Yeah.
If you sell herbal remedies, then you sell it as a tea. We've been doing this for years.
A tea.
That's it. So, like, mine would be, let's say they wanted to get anal about it. I'd be like, this floor wash is floor wash tea. That's it. People get so
Aqua Tofana, whoever gets the joke.
Like potpourri.
But they're talking about is the FDA, even though I absolutely hate the FDA because they want to arrest people for milk, to have them over the supplement industry is good. There is not one thing on law that says that when you go to the shelf and get olive leaf concentrate, that's what you're getting. They can fill that shit up with baby powder. So in this instance, it's actually a good thing. And as usual, people are just idiots on TikTok. And they're like, oh, go against the bill. Like, no, bitch, just change your shit to tea. It's that easy.
Yeah, there are always ways to skirt around that kind of stuff. And I think that, like, people just assume, like what you were saying about how having the FDA involved in some of it is really good because you can get some supplements and shit and you don't know what's in there. You don't know for sure. And I don't, on a side note, if you're buying like capsule form supplements, if you're buying capsule form supplements from some fucking bitch running a, pyramid scheme, you're an idiot because there's no guarantee that you're getting what you're getting, right? There has to be some way to regulate it, and they just like now are starting to do it.
Yeah. So if they really press on us, I'd be like, everything's tea. I'm a tea company.
It's all tea.
I got healing bath.
got sad person tea.
Yeah, everything would become tea. What are you gonna do? Arrest me for tea?
I got herbal bags for human soup.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Human soup is like probably my favorite way to like describe that. You're gonna take yourself and you're gonna marinate yourself like a chicken wing, okay? Yep. But you're gonna sit in there for like just human soup. Human soup.
Just a fucking minute.
Yeah, they should be regulating it. That's the thing, is that kind of stuff does need to be regulated because it can be
human
so
soup packet.
Dangerous. Love it.
I sell human soup packets.
I got the pegs if you got the sugar lumps, right? That's why I haven't so I make herbal mixtures that are teas and stuff like that, and because the selling of that kind of stuff is so sketch, I just don't sell them. I'll give them to people. I'll make them and give them to people, but I just don't sell it because there's so much red tape. So much red tape that you got to go over it.
It's like Witchfoot said. We've been doing this for centuries. Witches have been doing this for centuries. What have you got there? Tea.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's just tea.
Oh my God! Here's some tea. Oops! I just had an abortion. I don't know how that happened.
Oh God, I've got freaking stories about that particularly, and it made me want to bang my head off the wall.
By the way, I'm just going to put it in the chat now. Sorry, Bam Bam. Anybody in the chat in the US of A, please, 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 please do not go to some herbal book and try and make some sort of backdoor tea for your shishmortions. Please go to Witchfoot. Please go to Witchfoot.
I'm going to say, please. I have a backdoor book. What are you saying? I was like,
No, I mean, what we're meaning is like people going and doing a fucking half-ass Google search and then
Go to
poisoning
someone who
themselves.
knows what they're talking about.
Beatrice, I found it. Were you not in here when I just explained it? Were you not in here? Because I'll repeat it real quick.
Yeah, we just talked about it. We had a whole chat.
Are you still there, Beatrice?
I love the energy that's in this live right now.
Whitney Wicked Hammer, it's on Amazon for $5. I have the book. I wrote the book with the proper shit in it, so nobody would unalive themselves.
I bought the book.
Beatrice, are you in here?
Beatrice?
Oh, okay. So,
my Gerald.
I pulled it up, the Bill 4090. This is concerning people who or companies who sell vitamin or dietary supplements have to register with the FDA. And what that is actually, even though I hate the FDA, that's actually a good thing, because anything you get off the shelf that's a dietary supplement, there's no law in the books that says that what they say is in there has to be in there. You could be getting a, capsule full of salt and baby powder. However, if you are a practitioner or an herbalist, all you have to do is change your listing from dietary supplement to tea. That's literally it. I don't even clearly capsule.
I was just gonna say that's the tea.
I don't care if it literally
just taste
your capsules in the ad. You just have to change the word to tea. You can change it to literally anything else. Anything. You can be like beauty concentrate. It doesn't matter as long as it doesn't say dietary supplement. So it's not an attack. Per usual, you have a bunch of on TikTok acting like they have even remotely read the bill, and that's what it's pertaining to. So anyone that's not in the industry of putting out dietary supplements can just change the name. It has nothing to do with them at all. They're just stupid. Just stupid. That's
my puppy and me. I have a couple of books, though I don't know if they're like immediately available. Let me go check it.
But yeah, I have a book on Amazon. Well, it's a pamphlet. You have to download it, called Fetus Deletus by Witchfoot. And it's all the proper measurements for unaliving fetuses, because we've been doing that for thousands of years, regardless of a law anywhere. We've been doing that. I'll sell my bathwater too.
What? How are y'all selling your bathwater? Okay, your bitch is broke over here. Somebody give me some fucking pointers on this shit. Y'all be making money off the weirdest shit.
I can't find them right now.
My ritual bath water, where I make a spell that I get into in order to charge all of it, and then I sold that. But that's under the,
of course, I can't
find Smeg's magic stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's a man out there somewhere that would be like, I love all your busted can of biscuit self. Give me some bathwater. Always somebody
busted
there.
Can of biscuit self, eh?
There's always one there to buy it. Always. Hold on.
Oh, I can't find the book right now, Kevin.
Okay. My puppy and me.
Yeah, a lot of my
don't really need a safe passage candle. There's people there to take you over, unless you just want to feel better about it.
I mean, depending on what part of the world, what ethnicity you are, what you believe in, there's like different words, different names for there, but there is always a benevolent spirit that is that's there.
Always something there.
Of some description.
Don't suck the biscuit.
For some people, it's a psychopomp. For some people, it's the Grim Reaper. I never understood that. Can somebody explain that to me? Like, I understood berries and cream, and I was there for, like, fuck your life, bing bong, but what was this biscuit business?
Oh, it's trending now.
I don't get it.
Made the song way back in the 80s, and it's just surfaced. Sin Eaters.
Oh, kind of like Journey when I was in high school.
Ferris Kettle. Do you know
Sin Eaters, yep, that's an old one.
Do you know what people like me do when a Sin Eater dies?
Nom nom?
We go find the grave. After we know the bones are clean. And we snap that shit out. I'm just honest about it. Just being honest.
Just bring your offerings for the doorman, please. If you're going into a cemetery.
Well, we'll go in and snatch it right out.
Man, I've seen so many people like sashay into cemeteries and take shit and then just walk out. I'm like, you gonna die. You keep doing that because you can't go in there and just take shit.
You're not leaving anything in exchange.
Roja Dragon.
A gift for your safe passage.
Yeah, we just go in there and raid the grave.
You know, like, hey, don't kill me, thanks, bye.
As long as I'm not getting into who I learned this from, but as long as we don't take the head, we're good.
Explain.
The whoever's over that graveyard won't come after you, or the family curse won't come after you if they get buried with rites. The head in there.
But
so
what is it about the cranium versus the chest cavity? What is it about the cranium versus the chest cavity? What is it?
The soul rests inside the cranium, so you leave it there.
Okay, good to know.
Okay. Is that like a cultural thing, or is that supposed to be like a common knowledge thing?
That's universal.
Does that come from somewhere?
Well, it's like I think the Egyptians are the ones that changed it to the chest.
It's got to have origin somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It does, but since the origins are universal, kind of like you find pyramids everywhere, nobody can say exactly where it was written down first.
Okay.
Maybe it comes from the same lore that's like where cutting things heads off kills it. Something to do with the head.
A soul eater like an Asian belief. It's in all beliefs, actually. Catholics have soul eaters. They just don't talk about it.
There's a lot of things in Catholicism and Christianity they don't talk about.
Yeah.
Christians don't know what soul eater... Well, regular Christians don't. But Catholics have them, too. Do you believe that Egyptians had lots of...
Who's Appalachian?
No, I do not believe Egyptians had advanced technology.
No.
No.
I believe that they had advanced knowledge, but not technology.
The most powerful things that are associated with Egyptians were built long before Egyptians existed, and that's the pyramids.
Yeah.
It's called a...
I think they might have had...
Never hear about them, Bella.
I think the Egyptians had different methods, and they were good methods, but I don't think that they were like advanced beyond what we are now.
I think the early Egyptians had access to the occult knowledge that a lot of us have lost, but I don't think they had advanced technology. I don't think that they had lights or anything like that. That is one pictograph. Like, people need to calm down.
I'm curious about Catholic soul eaters. I've never come across one.
I was saying they're soul eaters. They're called soul eaters, but you just don't hear about them. I've heard of people down
I've come
south
across
taking
some
other
dark
elements,
shit,
but
but
soul.
that's not one of them.
Hey, Jada. Soul eating, no, it's pausing because I'm leaving the live monogram. Anyway, when somebody does malicious things, right? It's in other religions or in other philosophies, they're eating your bad karma. So that's an exchange that you can make. For most of us, it's called sin eating. Over there, they eat some of you that take on your bad karma for you. And the only thing is what I don't know what happens in that exchange. By the way, I'm going to let you know right now. I don't know how that works out, but I do know that you can snatch up the bones from those people when they pass, and you won't need anything else to do curses. That's why we like them.
That's some infernal shit.
Yeah, that's the kind of like, listen, I love me a good hex or a curse, but that might be the level that I might just not want to go to. That's one of those things that I'm like, I do fine with.
The reason I love it is because it's already tethered.
Mm-hmm.
It's already tethered. You don't have to worry about any backflash on you or anybody else. It's already tethered.
Oh, facts. Like, I love that. But, like, me personally,
if you are not ready to make war water, you are not ready to do that kind of shit.
Well, also getting it is very, like, I've been doing this for 40, well, not 40. I didn't come out the womb doing it, but I've been doing it for a long time, and it's just so hard to come across these people. I'll probably never, it'll be several lifetimes, and I'll never come across a grave I can snatch from. Damn it.
It's hard to do these days, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to do these days.
I'll work with animal remains and things like that until the cows come home. But when it comes to human remains of people that have passed, I don't know what it is. It's just a personal thing for me that's something that I just don't fuck with. I'll use like fingernails and teeth and hair and shit like that. But like to go and get a deceased person's bones to me would just be like, and it might just be the kind of practitioner that I am as well, that I just don't agree with using like human parts of deceased people. But I love where you're going with like it's already tethered and you don't need anything else. It's just like a personal thing for me.
If you have cremated family members, very useful. Just saying.
Well, this one strand that somebody was trying to sell at a flea market, and I was like, "That's illegal as fuck, dude." So, she's in there.
Gimme.
My grandpa, because nobody wanted his shit, and he's evil as hell, so he's in there. But I don't use any of their stuff. I have my dad's, but I passed on my dad's because he sucked as a dad, but he was awesome as a grandpa. So those got passed on to Jaded. He lives with Jaded, and I'm like, he can't come out of that room. But I don't really use human parts. But if I stumbled onto one, I would. But they're just hard to get. If I could get them, yes, I would, because I'm that kind of person.
For anyone in the comments, anyone in the comments about ashes.
And more importantly, you can buy human bones, but if you don't know the history of the bone, you know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, you can buy a medical bone that shows healing, right? So you can use that bone to put in place when you do healing spells. But if you get a bone you don't know who, that could be Jeffrey Dahmer's bone. You're like, I'm going to use that to heal spell. That's not going to work out too well. Don't do that.
No. But yes, for anybody in the comments talking about ashes or that they have them, in my experience, I find that they are really good to add a little bit of ancestral spice when you're trying to protect yourself.
What if someone
gives them a physical link to be able to?
I don't know, Ferris, because I wanted. I couldn't afford it at the time because I didn't want my dad burned. I wanted his skull, and I want my mom's skull because we used to never separate from our, and there's many tribes throughout the world that still go back and get the skulls of their ancestors and place them in the house or in a particular area.
It happened. We both saw it.
Yeah.
So what happened?
You missed it. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to stop this entire life.
You're gonna.
Somebody's just asking if they can ship you their right butt cheek when they die.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Ship me your butt cheek. But the skulls of everybody, of my family members, and pass them on. But
the fucking hangman candle.
I'm a ship mom on my left titty so you can actually have a witch's tit.
I'm there. I will taxidermy it up.
A mummified witch's
Yes.
I will.
It's salt.
But I love how this is like digressed into us mailing you our body parts. Hold on, my dog's yelling at people. I gotta go get him.
If I die,
let me see if Bob can show up. Bob, do you show up? You do not. Sorry, Bob. It's racist. It's because you're a black dog. Those bastards. Bob.
That's color
there, Bob.
That's color it.
TikTok is racist against black dogs.
Fucking yelling at right now. It's dark. Everyone's in bed.
You gotta go outside. You need to go potty.
Come on. Oh, is that in your way? I'm sorry, princess. Let me move it.
Oh yeah, Pandora. I have been on a full moon cycle for a long time. Ugh. It's the piss, honestly.
Henry, you were like,
we wish to see.
Get a fluffy dog, they said. It'll be lovely.
We wish to see the child. It won't let it show up because I have a background. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Bye. I miss you already.
Right. Someone kept asking about teeth. Someone, I saw like a whole bunch. What can you do with teeth? So for me, yeah, human teeth. You can do a lot with human teeth.
What? Which one?
Well, it depends. It depends. Because, but if you're like,
if you want to like really fuck somebody's life up, throw a molar in there, especially like a broken or a rotten one, because those are the ones you use to really grind things up, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think it's going to do to this person's life? Especially if it has a cavity or like a lot of rot in it. Like if this is a tooth that was like it needed to be extracted out of your own face because the cavity was too far gone, whatever it is. You can use that to really just F up somebody's life for a while. But it has to be a molar, a flat tooth, because those are the ones you use to grind things up. If you want it to be a more short, sharp ouchie, you're going to want to go for a canine.
Yeah.
Or the front teeth, because those are the ones you use to bite and tear.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to use a spell that will specifically target their teeth, you can use those. Sympathetic magic, like we were just talking about earlier. It's just you're going to have to use some sort of genetic marker for them so that it's, not putting yourself as the target.
I don't know which number is his number. The fuck?
I've been a dental assistant. What do you do with the teeth?
Yeah, because there's like a market for that.
What do you do with the teeth? You can't just like throw them in the garbage. You gotta do
Yeah,
some
do you
like
guys just
insidious
throw?
shit with that stuff.
Yeah.
You call us the witches. I call witchcraft. Where do the teeth go? What happens
No
to the
evidence.
teeth?
Fun fact. You can also use battery acid to corrode away at people's protections as long as you're not stupid with it. I like using chemicals in my magic, but that's just me.
I know why my teeth look yellow when they're fucking fake. That's what I want to know.
No chickens tips. You can ask before the procedure to have your teeth given to you so you can take them home at the dentist and they will give them to you. They are your teeth. You can take them home.
Yeah, Bree's got a
Absolutely,
point,
you can take them
Mom.
home.
It's the tea staining your teeth that's turning them that color because you're always drinking sweet tea. It's the sweet tea.
I drink through a straw. The fuck?
But
If you drink
it
through
still
a straw,
comes in
you should be
contact
fine.
with
At
your
least the front
teeth,
teeth.
though.
Well, I bleach them every fucking day, Dan. I don't care.
You wonder if you can do what in Australia?
Henry, what in the hell are you doing? Ain't nothing over there for you to be looking at. Go lay down.
You forgot to remind me to call the teeth people, or did I set an appointment for you? Oh, I did set an appointment for you, didn't I?
Yeah, the smoking will do it too, Mom.
I'll just bleach motherfuckers every day. I do not care.
I still want to get you glitter dentures. Like, fully, like...
I would turn too.
Like, if I could get you glitter dentures, what color would you want them to be? Like the gummy part. Do we want au naturel?
No, not glitter dentures.
Like was
No, we're not getting glitter dentures. We're getting ones that look like an old, like, early 2000s, like, tricked out grill.
Well, I can get a grill to fit. I already checked into that. What part says witch and this part says foot. I already checked into that.
Okay, I swear to God, if you get Witchfoot grills, I'm gonna be so hyped up. Like, those are got to be the only teeth you can wear. Glow in the dark dentures is another good idea.
Witchfoot would be scaring the piss out of themselves.
They're gonna be iced out. They're gonna be like, Witchfoot.
I'm living for it, though.
Glow in the dark dentures. Bree, Witchfoot would be scaring the absolute panties off themselves in the middle of the night walking past the mirror.
Nah, they scare the panties off themselves walking past the nightstand. You think she sleeps with her teeth in? I don't think so. Do you sleep with your teeth in?
Yep.
Oh.
When I
thought that was like, okay, so I'm an idiot, but I thought that was like a fucking choking hazard or something.
No. So this is what happened. I got mine relatively young. I think I was just now 30. I needed them back when I was about 25, but I got them when I was like 30. So I had them in, right? And because we had a communal shower way back when I was at university, I brushed my teeth in the shower. Okay?
A lot of people did.
The day before, I had used my toothbrush. Okay? So the next day, I have in my dentures, and I get into the shower, and I literally went through the whole thing of putting my toothbrush, and I was like, I'm just going to keep doing it. So I just never changed my habit. So I still brush my teeth with regular toothbrush and toothpaste. I never stop the habit. I will take them out. The sealant keeps all the gross out for about like a full 24 hours. And then while I'm in the shower, I'll take them out and brush all the inside and put them back in. So they're rarely out. Maybe once a month, I'll take them out and do the super duper bleachy bleach. But the problem is that people take them out too often. So they're never comfortable with it. It's a prosthesis. You need to keep it in as much as possible. So now my body knows no difference. between these teeth and dentures. So I can eat corn, eat an apple. It doesn't matter. It's that when people that take them out every night, their body never gets accustomed to it.
Yeah.
So I just kept on doing it. I treat them just like teeth, the care until it comes to, the things that are different. But I just never stopped. I was like, why should I stop? I got to brush these too. So I just kept on going. And that's why I use mine more than people usually do. So they're hardly ever out.
I never thought, I just assumed that everybody take them out like at night, because that's what I got used to seeing people do.
Yeah, I've always seen it, them on the night table in the clear water glass, but I was never told that ever. They were like, when they get loose, before you add more stuff, clean them out, dry them, and put the stuff back in. Never told that I had to have them out. They were like, wear them as much as possible so you get used to them, and so that's what I did. Yep. And once they explained to me why I, along with everybody else, don't think of dentures as prosthetics, I have no idea. It's the same as if you get not in usefulness, but it's a prosthetic, like an artificial limb or an eye prosthetic. So the longer you have it in, then your body no longer sees it as fake.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you get my grandmother had one, I just don't know the name of it. When you get something fitted to the teeth at the front and you have like a partial at the back, what's that called?
A bridge or a partial.
Okay, because I'm fixed to get a bunch of teeth at the back removed for various reasons, and might be looking into that. So I was just kind of curious.
You have them removed from both sides, and there's a piece that goes across. That's called a bridge. If you have one where it's just one side, so it hooks onto a tooth, that's called a partial. And the best thing you can do is keep that bitch in as much as possible, as often as possible. They did come out with a new, I don't know the proper name for it. I call it teeth glue. Name for it. Where is it? It's like called denture cream, I think is the proper name. I can't find it. Anyway, it's the Polygrip, but the label is like goldish brown. It's a new one. Best thing ever. Best thing ever. It keeps it in there really, really well. Just an FYI.
I'm really scared to get the surgery done, but
the only thing you need to, getting it done is not that big of a deal. But what you got to remember, and what my dumbass was like, no, I'll be fine, is that your body sees it as a severe injury. So you will want to sleep and sleep and sleep. Do that. Sleep and get some sort of, not protein shakes like Muscle Builder do, but the little protein shakes like Ensure or whatever to drink, because you're going to need a lot of protein while it repairs all the jaw and tissue. So be sure to have those in stock, because in fact, the pain is really not that bad. It'll hurt really bad for like 48 hours. And then a Tylenol will do it. But it's you'll sleep. You don't realize that your body interprets that as like your jaw being shattered. So you'll sleep a lot because your body's repairing stuff. I had all my teeth taken out at once, and I didn't think about that. Nobody told me. So my body was like, you fractured your entire face. So we're going to put you out of
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I'll be fine. Oh my God, I am not fine.
Poor thing.
Like, your entire face. No, we have to go into shutdown mode. And it just shuts you down and you sleep a lot, because all of your energy, when anything comes near to injuring this area,
you're
shut down to heal it super fast.
Yeah. Man, I got teeth I got to get pulled out of my face because they're missing chunks out of them. And I avoid the dentist like a plague. And I'm not scared of the dentist, but I have a weird, you know how they put the fucking shit in your mouth to rinse you?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being waterboarded, and then I panic and I choke. So I can't even I just can't.
Well, with someone like you, wait till you have several teeth that need to be pulled and then go under anesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody said they got dry socket.
I'm getting an IV in the dental office. They're putting me right out.
I smoke. And they were like, you can't smoke, you'll get dry socket. And I was like, what causes dry socket? And so they told me. All I did was put wet gauze over my fucking jaws, and I smoked just fine. It's literally, it gets dry before it heals. So I just put wet gauze in my mouth and kept on smoking. I was like, well, if the problem is it dries out, why would you not cover it with something that does not dry it out? I was like, rocket surgery. Yeah, so I just coated, like my mouth would be coated in wet gauze. No problem. There was no problem at all. And since I drink tea so much, I was like, fuck it. We're going to have tea gauze. So I just, it healed just fine.
Yeah. If it works, it works.
No dry socket for me.
And clove oil can do more harm than good when used long term. I wouldn't recommend using clove oil.
I just use the clove. I get the clove and pin it against the teeth that's hurting. I didn't use the oil. That's a little bit too concentrated for my comfort. Yeah. So, but put the actual clove in there, your saliva pulls it out, and it does the job.
Yeah, like I've still got wisdom teeth in my face that need to come out. And like I've got one be like me, buddy. It's literally just about cracked in half. Like there's a hole in the middle of my tooth, and I still haven't gotten it fixed because I just can't be waterboarded by the dentist anymore.
There, ma'am. You're probably going to be in the same boat as me, buddy. And I'm looking to get like 8 to 10 teeth removed.
Yeah.
This is not going to be a party.
Self knocked out and have them pulled out all at once. Mine got so bad, and the abscesses with them got so bad that one time I pulled my own tooth out with pliers because the abscess was so much more painful than having the tooth there. Sure did. It was one of these over here. There was no space for the abscess, and so I grabbed it and I was like, oh, yeah! I pulled it right out. And once it was out, it was fine. But when you have an abscess on bone, there's no space for it to expand like a zit or a blister or a boil. And so that is worse than any. And I've been shot and had children. Okay. There is nothing that tops that kind of pain.
I'm sorry.
Children's the highest I can go.
Oh,
Children's the highest I can go.
Yeah, it was way better to pull that tooth out than to have sat there with that pain anymore.
Hey Jay, you need to request to come into the live.
Yeah, you have to. Somebody did request. Whoops, I'm blind. Hi, Bob.
I will patiently wait forever. I have all the time in the world, even though I could die any second, but that's okay.
I didn't even see it.
It's okay.
Bob.
Hey, how is everyone's day going?
Good. I will BRB in a couple seconds.
Sorry. I'm just looking behind me. I got shit going on in the background here, too. I'm like, have I burnt my house down yet? No, good, great. Love that for me. Love that. Fire safety, kids. Yeah.
I'm sitting here listening to Witchfoot talk about how she puts her teeth in, and I'm sitting here reminded of my ma'am saying, hey Trey, grab ma'am that there tooth tar. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then it come to find out it's this pink tarry crap that she put on her teeth that would glue them into her face. And I'm like, ugh. She's like, you want to taste it? I tried it. Never again. It does.
Do you know that they make that shit in a mint flavor now? You can get minty tooth tar. Yeah.
Tooth tar. I'm glad that this is a trending thing.
The one I was telling you about doesn't work nearly as good as that.
Why do I need gloves for? I need gloves. I've got fires going on, man.
Yeah.
Gloves are gonna save me.
Let's see if you can hear my TMJ. Hold on, everybody be quiet. Let me see if I can pick it up on camera.
Oh.
I
hear
the crack. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Nice.
Sounds like when I
For
crack
anybody
my neck,
who's
but my
looking
neck
into
sounds
one,
like a gunshot
picked up
going
a
off.
gravity case.
I got. Oh yeah, I have a thing inside my case that worked too good, and I had no views for like 2 days, and I had to take it off. I got my TMJ from when when all my teeth were broken. My jaws didn't set
I've had
correctly.
mine for years.
Bob, you weigh 100 pounds. You can't get in my lap anymore.
My
No.
jaw
I'm
cracks like
convinced
that
that
because I was hit upside the side of the face and head with a 2x4, so it makes
Okay,
this
that'll
weird punch crack.
That'll do it.
yeah, yep,
Yep.
that'll
Yeah.
make that happen for sure.
I could actually dislocate it and like have one side of it longer and further out than the other, and it's weird.
God.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Bubba,
Are
are
the last
you hungry? Bud?
Therese?
Have some kibbies, fatty, because you haven't already ate enough today. Yeah, I just called my dog a fatty. Fight me.
We are not fat shaming.
We don't fat shame around here. He's old, man. He's old. He's got a dad bod, okay?
Around here. No.
I fat
It's a
shame
dad
my
bod.
dog because she's not fat, but she will hork down food without. She inhales it. She don't eat it. It's just vacuum.
He doesn't.
It's like, did you even taste it?
It might be a food insecurity thing. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, he's never had food insecurity. His life is food. I could trade him to anything with one kibble.
Fair. Life is food.
Isn't that right? Food is
Fair.
life, buddy. Food is life.
I've learned that dogs train very well with hot dogs. I don't know why.
Food is a fabulous motivator.
You can even use like a piece of his regular kibble, and it's like, oh my god, it's the most delicious thing I ever saw. He does not care.
See, but like my boy, if you give him like kibble as a treat, he looks at you and he's like, "Bitch, what the fuck? This ain't a treato."
Every dog before Bob was like that, but Bob was like, I don't know what it is. It can be a fucking cucumber. He's like, I love it.
Cheers.
Where are they all at? Are they all sleeping?
And do a little bit of work. So maybe I'll start doing this more to see if we can finally make it over to Christian talk. But if not,
yeah,
work like this because this was productive too.
I'm gonna take this for a second. I want to show this.
This was a lot of fun to get. Ooh, what critter did that come off of?
I'm pretty sure it was a cat.
Okay.
Okay. You want to see something really cool though?
Ooh, show and tell.
Hold on. Let me put you right here. Right there. All right.
Yeah, we tried to get to Christian talk. We didn't make it.
Looky.
Wait.
It comes out.
Wait.
Whoa.
And it goes back
in. Ferris.
All of them do it.
Nice.
Ferris, can you send empty eggshells from those? Yes. All right. I'm going to message you when I get off of here, which is now. And I have an idea. Okay. All right. I'm leaving, everyone.
Bye.
All right. Toodles. Thanks for having us. It was a slice.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.